Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about the film Warfare. But before we get into that, remind you guys to please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, follow me on all my socials, Instagram, Twitter, do all that stuff. And without further ado, let's get into the video. The film Warfare takes place in the year 2006 in Iraq. It follows a group of and they're staking out this house during the Iraq War, and they try to take out all these enemies. And it's actually based on a true story, or rather, the true events that that's based off. The film is actually dedicated to one of the soldiers who's in the film, portrayed in the film, and he actually, during this whole altercation, he actually has no memory of the events, and so the film is to show all the events that happened leading up to his injuries and everything, and kind of showing what happened in this incident at this time. The film doesn't really have a plot. It's mainly, like I said, mainly following these characters in this situation. You really don't get an overarching, story arc or anything like that. You kind of just get a story in time. It's kind of like a slice of life movie in a way, but a slice of war, and it's very brutal and intense at times. And you get, the POV of what it was like, being as a soldier. It's kind of like they give you a camera and you're strapped. It's filmed in a way cinematic, but you're kind of, imagine you're given a video camera and you're strapped to your body and you're witnessing everything in real time. The cast is pretty stacked. You got Will Poulter, you have, I forgot the name of the actor, Joseph Quinn. He's going to be playing Johnny Storm in a few months. You have another actor who actually showed up in The Outside Nights, which I reviewed a little bit ago. He's in there, and then you got a bunch of other, side characters. It's not really focused on the cast, though. You're not like one, I guess really you follow the main one. I guess you follow, at first, you think that it's going to be a movie that's about Joseph Quinn's character, because he's kind of like the main focus in a way. He's kind of very quiet and everything, and he's like leading this group. And you got Will Poulter. At a moment you think he's going to be like the main lead. And then you have this guy who's a sniper, who's like the film sort of based is for this character. And you see it at the end of the movie. You actually see real pictures of the cast and who they picked in the movie. What the movie does really well is I think it doesn't glorify anything about the war. It doesn't glorify any of the the gung-ho nature of being in the military. It doesn't glorify, it doesn't, villainize one side or the other. It kind of just shows what these people had to go through. It doesn't add any music. It doesn't, try to be anything like, it's not like Saving Private Ryan or, like Full Metal Jacket or anything like that. It's not trying to be cerebral. It's just kind of show you, this is what it was like according to this group of people. This is what it was like, and this is what we experienced. And I think that is more powerful than if you add a big score and you had 1,000 extras. You got it's kind of a very claustrophobic film in a way, because you're given a liminal amount of space. They're like stuck in this house for a majority of it, and then they're just getting bombarded with bullets, and they go out to escape, and then they get blown up. And that really sets the film in motion. In one particular scene where they go out to get into this Humvee type thing, and explosion goes off, and Joseph Quinn's character gets injured, and another character gets injured, and he's basically, his legs are, Joseph Quinn's legs are like missing. Will Poulter gets like shell shocked, like he couldn't even, like in some parts he couldn't even stand up, like he was like shaking. That's how messed up this guy was. And I think it's all done really well. I definitely, if you like war movies, if you like movies that don't like to shy away from the brutalities of war, this is definitely one to watch. I wouldn't recommend it for somebody who's not into that stuff, or who's not into I want to recommend it to some people. I know some people who are in the military, and I want to recommend it to them, but I feel like, something as realistic as this, it would trigger some bad memories, But if you like those type of movies, you like war movies, definitely recommend this one. This is a 5-star. Go see it. Go watch it. Check it out. What are your guys' thoughts on Warfare? Did you like it? Did you think it was as good as some of the other war films out there? Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments below. And yeah, with that being said, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.